It's really because the school he's going to is really good. So I could do that if I want.
I mean, what colleges have you been accepted to?
I haven't applied to any yet.
Oh, I thought you were supposed to apply at the end of junior year.
No.
Oh. Wow, I didn't know I could do that. I just turned off the sound for the tss, tss, tss. It's lovely.
Lovely jubbly.
Huh?
Lovely jubbly.
Yeah. Oh, it's night already.
Yeah.
Oh, that was 10 minutes. You know, I always thought you should be able to cook rotten flesh and then eat it. Then I realized then you just be eating flesh. Like, that is weird.
It's still rotten.
Is it? You cook it?
There's a difference between raw and rotten.
There is?
Yes.
Oh. How do I function?
You open up your calculator and you hit the y equals button.
I actually don't know how to use my calculator. I have one of those Casios, and it's just like, it doesn't make any sense.
I need to get a new calculator because my sister's taking hers back.
Why? She's not gonna use it.
She needs it for college.
Does she?
Yeah.
Na, 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 na. Oh, that's not what you were singing. Ugh, I'm not excited for Marchman this year.
Same.
Like, I have nothing against the doors. I don't have anything against the color guard. I'm just not thrilled. It's like, you know how when you're a kid, Christmas is like the best thing in the world, and then as you get older, it's just like, oh, Christmas. Like, it's the same type of thing.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, I'm surprised you're not excited. I figured you'd be the most enthusiastic.
As soon as I got the drum major position, I swapped how enthusiastic I was about marching band.
Sorry, what were you saying? I was interrupted.
I forget. What were we talking about?
We were talking about marching band.
I remember the last thing I said was like as soon as I got the drum major position, I just like wasn't really enthusiastic anymore. Like
Why?
I wasn't really excited anymore.
Didn't you want to be drum major?
I want to be drum major. It's just really nerve-wracking for me.
Yeah, but nerve-wracking you can still be excited.
I suppose.
Do you disagree?
Some under certain like circumstances, it could probably be different.
But what about this one?
This one I disagree.
But you can stomach it. Like, you're able to, deal with it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So aren't you not as nervous this year? Like, isn't it like...
No. It's the exact opposite.
Why you think more people will expect more of you?
Yeah, they do. And the thing with me and my terrible memory is I forget everything I did last year, so I just have to, like, quickly relearn everything.
Well, what did you do last year? You worked off your gut.
Not really. I asked a lot of questions, did a lot of things wrong, did a lot more things wrong.
And do they hate you for it?
No.
It's not a problem, is it?
It's not the worst problem. It's still a problem. Do you think just because I'm not doing, just because they don't like hate me for it doesn't mean like they don't want better for me still. Like you're saying, well, it's not the worst case scenario. It's still not the best case.
I don't want to have to deal with Mac this year. And
What
it's
do
like,
you mean by deal with her?
like, just like how every time you say anything and she disagrees, you have to learn something. Like, just dumb stuff like that. Or, like, the way she signifies blame. How it's like it's your fault no matter whose fault it is. It's like, her ideals, her morals, it's just like, she's a great person and an amazing lady. It's just like, I don't want to have to deal with her.
I can see her side, but I definitely agree with you more. There are times where I'm like, the person did nothing wrong. Like, they shouldn't be getting yelled at.
Or, like, the whole thing about, like, oh, you're wasting time, but she spends, like, a good hour yelling about it.
That's what... There's a lot of things like that which confuse me about marching band. Like, I'll be told, like, two different things, and, like, no matter what I do, I'm wrong.
Yep.
Like...
Mac has so many double standards.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you do ever tell her off, like I have in the past, you're still wrong. And she has that presence about her. Is like, no matter what you say, no matter what you do, I'm still right. And that is impossible to move past. It's just like, okay. Then I should just never speak again. Like, it's that kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree. Like, the days where she just goes off talking about, like, either mostly politics, I'm just like, I really, if I didn't have, like, any sort of, like, self-control, I would literally just get up and leave the room. Like, that's how much I don't want to be here right now.
Yep. I've done that before.
You just left?
I just got up, walked into a practice room, and I started watching YouTube videos. I didn't pick up my instrument or anything. I just wasn't having it. And there was the whole pension thing. Like, and she was, like, mad that she wasn't gonna have pension or whatever. I don't know the whole situation. And she just yelled about it, like, for the next 3 periods. And it's, like, she was yelling at us for what someone else did. It's like, okay, I get that you're upset, but you're, like... And if you ask a question, she's like, what do you mean? And then it's like, she just like gets even more aggravated. It's like, okay. Okay. It's so hard to deal with her.
Yep. Like, there's so many things that, like, she does right, but then there's, like, other things where, like, this is useless, or we should do it this way, but, like, you can't tell that to her, because she's gonna think her way, like, for the coffee houses and everything like that, I feel like it's done so inefficiently. Like the setup, not the setup, like getting people to sign up and everything.
What do you mean?
Like you send people to go to the lunches and sell the tickets and everything, but the people never actually go, or like they'll like go for like 10 seconds and go to like 3 tables or something like that. Like it doesn't always go the way that it should for her ideal.
Yeah. Like there was one time, Steph was telling me about this. She went to the coffee house, or she had to do the coffee house thing, and nobody signed up. And it was like the day of the coffee house, and nobody was signed up for it. And she was like yelling at Steph. And it was like, you were supposed to be doing this. This is your responsibility. It's like, no,
Yeah.
it's not. It's not Steph's fault that nobody wanted to go. It's like, and she does that stuff all the time.
Yeah.
I need doors.
What was probably the worst was the day she was like yelling at people because they lost, or they didn't lose. They just didn't know where a certain song was, or like half of the song was, and she was like complaining at them because their folders were not organized.
Yeah, they
something like
didn't not organize them. It was the people who owned them before.
And like even if you try to organize it, like how do you know that that one song isn't there,
Yeah.
or that half of that song isn't there? Like,
And then she says, "Oh, well, you have to make an executive decision." Like, fuck you. This executive decision. What's with you in that? It's like if there's nothing that I can do about something, then there's nothing I can do. There's no executive decision to be made. So yeah, I just don't want to deal with her. Like, there was a good month where I just didn't go to the band room for lunch, and I just sat at Girly, Gabby, Mike, and Chris's table in the lunchroom.
yeah.
Like, I just sat there. I just wasn't having it. Um, 4 glass panes. Do we have any more sand?
Why do you keep on using sand? We only have like a limited amount.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. I mean, we don't need it.
Yeah, but like, uh, we still have the sand in the farm. Don't get rid of that stuff.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I guess I could just fill it in with something else. That's stupid. I'm not gonna make a roof.
Roof.
The roof. The roof is on fire. The goof. The goof. The goof is on fire. Don't put him out. Let the motherfucker burn.
Okay.
It's from You Go Bridget. Merrick says it about Joey.
I don't remember that.
Okay. Then I'm just weird. I think I'm done with the house.
I think I'm done with whatever this is.